Happy Monday, Fit Fam, and I just want to thank you again for joining me. It is Monday. Hope you're having a great day. And what I did today was just to look back on Chinese New Year. I know I did this last year, and this year I just want to look up some more traditional ways we celebrate, Chinese New Year. Going here fat choi to all of the Chinese American family in New York, and I appreciate everybody for being here. If you like this video, definitely like and subscribe and keep following me. So today, like I said, I just went on a website, some traditional Chinese New Year ways to celebrate, and I was not aware of a lot of things. For me, Chinese New Year is always spending time with family, eating great food, sharing the red envelopes with the kids, and just having a great day. So I decided to do some things that you're going to see. So follow me along, and thank you so much for joining me. For this year, I decided to look up some traditional Chinese New Year. I usually celebrate it with family, food, some red envelopes, and just trying to make some plans for the new year. So I decided to look up some traditional ones, and obviously I found some things that I was not aware of. So right now, again, Chinese New Year, the most important festival in China. It's the Year of the Tiger, which is my niece's, so I'm really excited. It fell on Tuesday, February 1st, Chinese New Year, and I just wanted to see what was going on. So I looked up some traditional, like again, this year's the Year of the Water Tiger. As you can see, it was a history over 3,000 years with several myths. And they said that a popular legend tells of the mythical beast Nian, which shows up every lunar year to eat people and livestock. To scare away the monster, people display red paper, burned bamboo, lit candles, and wore red clothes. These traditions have continued. So I decided to also wear a red shirt. Luckily, I work for a company that had a red shirt for me to watch. So the main activities were just putting up decorations, sacrifices to ancestors, eating their dinner with family on New Year's Eve, which unfortunately I wasn't able to do because of COVID, but definitely will be able to do it again. Giving red envelopes, which I mailed to my nieces and nephews. So very traditionally give out red envelopes to kids. So I have 5 nieces and nephews from my brothers, so I'm definitely gonna get up some red envelopes. They're all in Philly or in Albany, so I'm gonna be doing some mailing. So I hope they enjoy it. Make sure that they don't spend all their luck in one place. Offering sacrifices, enjoying family dinner, envelopes, and firecrackers. So the other thing that I also looked was foods. I'm a big foodie, so I decided actually on New Year's, I decided to have some dumplings, which you'll see shortly, and then all these other lucky foods to eat. So fish for increased prosperity, dumplings for wealth, spring rolls for wealth, tangyong, which is sweet rice balls, family togetherness. I actually couldn't find this, but I'll keep looking. Good fortune fruit, I had oranges and apples, which are my favorite fruits. The yangyao, which is the glutinous rice cake, which I also didn't find, and also longevity noodles, which is anywhere you can get, which is great. So these are things I was also interested in. Chinese New Year's tradition that you mustn't do. So you don't sweep on New Year's Day, which I didn't know actually. I used to clean, so I cleaned, as you're going to see, before, and it was very good for me. It made sure I reminded myself why I was cleaning. So to sweep away all the bad fortune before, and not to sweep on New Year's Day because I don't want to sweep my luck away. As you can see, I am cleaning. I decided to clean my whole apartment. So I used to clean normally on New Year's, but I realized it's actually really bad luck to, as you've seen, to celebrate, because when you clean on New Year's Day, you're taking away all your luck. So I cleaned before, and I am on the floor, I am scrubbing, I swept, I decided to get every dust that I could, and I want to really clean my floor. And usually around New Year's Day, January 1st, but also Chinese New Year, I tend to just really get involved and clean, and it's a mental thing for me. I put on some music and just able to just prepare myself for all the things that I want to accomplish in my life. Don't eat porridge for breakfast, otherwise you become poor in the upcoming year. It's easy for me. I tend to have eggs in the morning, so that was something interesting to learn. Don't wash your clothes or your hair on New Year's Day, otherwise you'll wash away your fortune. I didn't wash my clothes, but I had to wash my hair just because I do sweat a lot and I work with other people, so I didn't want them to smell anything. So these are also some Chinese New Year's taboos that I didn't realize. Again, New Year's Day, no washing hair, no needlepoint, no clothing washing, no sweeping, and no unlucky words like death, which will bring in. And then there's also some taboos which were something I didn't realize. Like again, no crying, brings bad luck. No breaking dishes, no scissors, no lending or borrowing money, no killing, obviously, for animals, no black or white clothing, which is really hard for me because I'm a New Yorker, so I wear a lot of black, so I wore red and some non-black and white colors, no odd amounts of lucky money, and no hospital visits. And obviously, Chinese New Year is important to me, being one for Chinese, but also I have a lot of Chinese family. And this was a beautiful picture that I posted, sent to my niece who's 12 this year. And again, there are just certain things that they lay out, and you know, cleaning the house before New Year's shopping, then on New Year's week, just giving out money, which I mailed out, staying up late. I try to stay up till midnight, but unfortunately I get up pretty early, so about 11:30 I knocked out. I don't do the firecrackers, but I will do is I will go visit my grandmother and my grandfather today in the cemetery and just say a prayer with them, and then visiting family. So again, these are some traditional things that they do actually in China, but being in New York, we are a different custom, so we are not able to celebrate. I know a lot of kids who train at my facility had the day off for New Year's, which is great. It's a good symbol of embracing what America is, which is a mixture of cultures. So these were some other ones that I saw. Obviously visiting family I wasn't able to do, but maybe another time. Staying home and playing games. So on February 3rd, this was interesting. Come to stay at home and play with games, which is symbol of family togetherness, which I love. On the 4th, an auspicious day for prayer and giving offerings, going to temples or fortune tellers. And then there was something interesting. The February 11th, supposed to be fathers expect to entertain or treat their son-in-laws on this day. Things that, like I said, I've never learned, but it was good to find out more about Chinese New Year. So even though I want to do traditional Chinese New Year, I had to go to Doughnuts in Astoria, originally started in Brooklyn, and try out their Chinese New Year flavors. So obviously this is the beautiful mandarin orange that looks great, and then this is a filled donut that they have. It's like a cherry blossom cream. I'm excited to see what's inside, so we're going to do a quick taste test. And oranges are one of my favorite fruits, so I like to eat them, especially when I'm with my family. So I want to try this mandarin orange, and it looks very beautiful. It's good heft, so we'll see how it tastes. Feels actually really good. I mean, I like to go into small businesses rather than the franchises like Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme if I want something sweet. This is really good. The orange flavor is amazing, and even though it looks really heavy, it's very soft when you bite into it. So I'm gonna take one more bite. It's just a beautiful looking donut as well. So, good job though. There's a mandarin, definitely orange donut. I have a little bit of black coffee just for palate cleanse before I try the other donut. I tend to like my donuts with filling inside just because the whole seems like I'm getting gypped a little bit, but everybody has their own biases, so totally understand if you like filling donuts. That is really good, and I'm going to definitely enjoy the rest of it after I taste this. So then you can see kind of the filling that's going to be in. Take a big bite. Someone who loves jam, this is amazing. It's really good. It's filled completely. As you can see, there's only a little bit of breading on the end, and the flavors really come out. So it's really going to take one more big bite and see if I can give you a better dissection of what it looks like. That is really, really good. Just had to wipe off some of the cream on my face, but again, I really enjoyed Chinese New Year desserts, mostly fruits. What I enjoy eating, apples and oranges and pineapples. So I just tried something a little bit different, but just a little bit of fun. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, I just want to celebrate New Year's. I did some traditional things like giving envelopes to my nieces and nephews. I ate some dumplings. I decided to have some noodles, which I didn't film. But then I also cleaned up before New Year's Day, and also I donated some clothes, which I forgot to send, but it was just something I was able to keep in mind. Had some yummy fruits, as well as some Chinese themed donuts from Dough, a local bakery by me, so definitely check them out. They're really delicious, and I am guilty of eating both donuts after just tasting a couple of bites. I want to thank you all again. Everything that you want to do in your life, you can. I know this might seem a little pep talk, but don't lose focus on what you're trying to do. And in my next video, I will share more of why I start to focus on certain things and let go of others. So thank you so much for joining me. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'll see you real soon.